I'd like to talk to you about teamwork. Some people say that starting a project with a new team is like climbing a mountain. Some say it feels like exploring an unknown forest. To me, it feels like jumping into a cold lake. With the support of the team, it's easier and more fun than doing it alone. Like jumping into a lake, writing a fictional television series is possible, but a team of writers works faster, and usually they are able to create a more vivid fictional world. Writer's room means that a team of writers try to figure out what's the best way to tell the story and to write the screenplays in the given time frame. It's not easy to describe what happens in a writer's room. Basically, a team of writers gathers in a room, they talk a lot, and sometimes they write stuff on a whiteboard. What they are actually doing is creating a fictional world with heroes and villains and everything. It's like those childhood games where you created a whole imaginary world with your best friends. The whole thing happened in your heads, but you experienced it together. In 2018, we received funding from the European Union for a project called the Virtual Writers' Room. Our goal was to find out if a team of screenwriters could work in a virtual space. Back then, some people didn't understand our project. They said the essential idea of the writer's room is to be present in the room, a physical room that is. They said the room is where the magic happens, and that is exactly what we were interested in. Is it possible to make that magic happen in a virtual space? To me, magic of the writer's room is very close to what Keith Sawyer writes about group flow. It is a peak experience, a group performing at its top level of ability. Some of you might know what flow feels like. Some of you might know what group flow feels like. To me, they feel like cross-country skiing. When the skis are gliding, it feels like you're flying on snow. For 20 years, I've been part of a team that gathers every year to compete in umpihankihiihdon maailmanmestaruuskilpailut. You got it? I'll say it again. Umpihankihiihdon maailmanmestaruuskilpailut. It's the World Championships of cross-country skiing in deep snow. It's cold, there's a lot of snow, and most of the time you're exhausted. But sometimes, maybe twice in a decade, everything just clicks and it feels like flying, and the whole team is flying. To me, that's like group flow in a writer's room. Being present, feeling alive, doing the thing you love, and going forward with the team. It doesn't feel like hard work, even though it's just that. Last spring, during the Corona lockdown, I didn't experience flow or group flow, mostly just boredom. I spent more time in Zoom than ever before. In the most boring meetings, I was concentrating more on looking out of the window than looking at my colleagues in those small pics on my laptop. Actually, I was looking at a birdhouse in my backyard. I built this birdhouse with my youngest son, and we were quite proud of the awkward-looking thing. And we were quite surprised when the birds started to build their nest in it. While looking at the birdhouse, I realized something about the Virtual Writers' Room project, what it was really about. Me and my colleagues, Teppo Nuutinen and Miira Karhula, tried to create conditions for young and aspiring writers to learn how to work as a team and find those magic moments. We wanted to create a place where they could develop those ideas, where they could keep those ideas safe and warm and protected until they were strong enough to fly on their own. I have worked in many teams in the past 30 years, as a student, a screenwriter, and a teacher. What I've learned about teamwork is this: you learn teamwork only by doing teamwork. It might seem easy, but in reality, it's hard work. It takes time before a team starts functioning properly. And even then, the magic doesn't happen automatically. And even if a team reaches group flow, the ideas might not be so brilliant. But the risk is worth taking, because the team can create something unique, something that has never been thought of before. Teamwork is never about one person. It's not about elbowing your way to the top. It's not about being the smartest guy in the room. Teamwork is about us, about our team, and our ability to create something together. And there's a difference if you talk about my idea or our idea. For example, the Virtual Writers' Room project is not my idea, but I've been part of the team that decided to explore this crazy idea. Well, it was crazy a couple of years ago. Nowadays, it seems everybody's doing it. Creative teams all around the world are working in virtual space because they can't meet face to face. To me, the key to successful teamwork is not about where we work. Teamwork is not so different if we are climbing a mountain or diving into a lake, working in a conference room or in a virtual space. The key to successful teamwork are the conditions that we create for ourselves. How we treat each other, how we talk, how we listen, how we imagine things together. Ultimately, we decide if teamwork feels like playing with our best friends. We can make that happen if we really try. Finding that magic is not easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. Thank you.